Hey guys, welcome back to Nesconset Panthers podcast, a show where we talk about all things sports, baseball, and softball. Mainly, it's the place to be. If your kid's in any type of program, baseball or softball, and you're definitely on the Long Island end here, Suffolk County, then this is the place to be because we're going to give you guys all the action, giving you in-game highlights, athlete highlights, update on future activities. There's a lot going on. We are sort of gearing up towards, I don't know, maybe almost the halfway mark now for spring baseball and softball, and a lot has happened, but that halfway mark is a great mark because the last half, as great as the first half is, second half is my personal favorite. There's a lot going on, and we're going to go ahead and address that today. But you know how I roll here. I want to make sure everyone can hear me and see me. Do me a favor. If you are watching this, whether live or on the replay, in the comments right now, just put in like "Go Panthers." That lets me know that you guys can actually see me and you can hear me because this is a live show. This is not a pre-recorded show. I'm going to check on my end here. Oh, I think it's good on my end, so therefore it must be good on your end. So whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, we do simulcast on multiple channels. So wherever it is that you like to consume your video podcast, go ahead. You can check that out, subscribe, and make sure always tune into the action because we are here weekly to deliver all of the updates because you might have like a child on one team and playing in one division, but there's hundreds upon hundreds of families involved with our association, lots of games going on. So we like to just include everyone in on the action, let everyone know around the league what is going on. And so we do have a brand new part of our podcast that we're going to be calling Around the League. Everyone can go ahead and give a round of applause there. I know everyone is super excited for that. But yeah, so let's start with some game highlights for this particular week for Nesconset Athletic Association. The first highlight came from our 5th and 6th grade baseball division. They recorded the very first no-hitter of the season in the league. This came recently for one of their games here. This is a picture of their game, and I believe it was a combined no-hitter. There were 3 kids involved with this particular no-hitter, so we want to congratulate the entire team for obviously contributing to this amazing accomplishment, but in particular the 3 pitchers. We've got Michael Maggio, we've got Jackson Hay, and we've got Dominic Chooch. All of them combined for 3 walks and 10 strikeouts. For a no-hitter, the first no-hitter of the season. So congratulations to them for that amazing accomplishment. That is a big deal. Now, one no-hitter is a big deal. 2 no-hitters in the same week, that's a really big deal as well. And what we had was a girl who plays on our 14U travel softball team threw a no-hitter for her school ball team. So we just wanted to acknowledge her as well because that's a really big deal to throw a no-hitter for school ball. That's amazing. So Ryan, congratulations. This is a huge accomplishment. No short feat there. So you've been working really hard, and obviously it's paying off. You did a really good job leading your team to a no-hit victory. Congratulations, Ryan. Again, she is a Panther. She's a 14U Panther. And that leads us, obviously, to showing our 14U Panther team kicked off their softball travel season this past weekend. They played in a tournament. And this features actually the brand new away jerseys. We got home and away. These are the brand new away jerseys. So congratulations to them for kicking off their brand new upcoming season for the travel ball with a tournament. They're going to be playing a lot of games. Oh my gosh, this team right here, they have a lot of games scheduled for them. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's get into some division, the brand new updated division standings. Let's start off with the 3rd and 4th grade division. This is baseball. We've got Geno's of Nesconset leading the way with a record of 4-1, followed by Crunch Fitness and Boulevard Bagels, both at 2 and 3. This is a very competitive competitive division, and these teams are fighting hard, evenly matched, and so this one is definitely going to come down to the wire at the end of the season here. This is definitely a great division to follow, because these games have been great, but these are the teams that are currently in first, second, and third. This division does have, though, I believe 7 teams in total, but this is the first top three teams in that particular division. So congratulations to Geno's of Nesconset, currently in first place with a record of 4-1. Next up, we will do 5th and 6th grade baseball division. Here are the current standings for them. We've got Support HQ in first, followed by Monster MMA, D'Amato Tape and Spackle. We've got VL Skincare Studio and the SIAG team. So that's the standings 1st through 5th. Again, now these games are really, really close. We're talking about 1-2 run games for the most part. Really, really great games to watch. I love the 5th and 6th grade division. It was in all the years that I've been coaching at NAA, it's among I think this might be my favorite division to coach, because the kids now, they're really, really starting to really understand baseball. You're really playing baseball here. It's the game gets faster. It's awesome. They're playing 75-foot bases. So I would highly recommend, if you guys want to catch a game, try to catch one of the games for the 5th and 6th grade division. These games are close. We got teams filled with really, really talented kids. So congratulations again to Support HQ, currently leading with a 4-0 record in the 5th and 6th grade division. Next up, we're going to do the 7th and 8th grade. This is the middle school baseball division. We've got Podcast Launch Pros, followed by Brigandy Bros Auto, SIAG 2, SIAG 1, CYA 1, and then Long Island Sports Zone. This is also a really great division here. Some really good baseball players. Now, this is 90-foot baseball, so the dimensions and the rules similar. This is like MLB baseball, right? And so these kids, it's hard for some of the younger ones, the 7th graders, because they're transitioning from going the 5th, 6th grade to the middle school ball. So now it's 60 feet 6 inches for the pitching mound. It's 90-foot bases, which seems like an eternity, it's like a marathon to run there. But it's a really great transition, because they're learning now the bigger dimensions, and this is a lot of fun. And it's nice to see the 7th and 8th graders mixed together, playing some really, really good, exciting baseball. And we've got a close matchup here at the top between Podcast Launch Bros right now and Brigandy Bros Auto, both neck and neck in first place, both undefeated at the moment. And then we're going to our high school this year. It's the first time in a while. I don't even know if we've ever had it, but I've been around the league now for 10 years, and we haven't had it during that reign. But now we do. We have 2 high school baseball teams in our spring league, which is amazing. So these high schoolers can play ball. Bring your popcorn. Bring a lawn chair and watch a game here. Man, these kids are good, and they throw hard. Current standings for our high school baseball division, we have SIAG 2 leading the way, followed by Monkey Sports, then SIAG 1. Then we have the Smithtown Bulls team, and then followed by SIAG 3. They predominantly play on the turf field, but there's also a bunch of away games at various other fields as well. But man, these kids can play ball, and let me count. Some of these kids throw really, really hard. You would think you're watching some Major League Baseball games. Let's go over to softball. An update on the divisions there. We've got our 4th and 5th grade softball division. We've got Miller's Ale House leading the way, followed by Dick's Sporting Goods, CYA 2, SIAG 3, CYA 1, SIAG 4, and then SIAG 1 again, I guess. SIAG 1, right. So these are the updated standings for our softball minors division. Again, it's so cool to see these girls transition now from rookie ball to now they're pitching themselves. You're picking in, you're bringing in a lot of the elements of softball rules. It's much more, it gets a little bit more competitive. Still a great division for newbies, and it's awesome. It's really great to see these girls come together and play with their friends, learn from some of the more experienced kids, and then have some of the kids who've never played before get to play with some of the experienced kids as well, sort of. And it's a really, really great division for that. My girls started softball in that division as well, and to this day, if you asked them, what was your favorite time playing softball? And they play travel ball now. And but they would be like, oh, fourth grade was awesome. They loved it. They made some of their best friends in the league was in the fourth and fifth grade division. And that's where like lifelong friendships are made right there in that division. So that's a really, really fun one. Moving right along, we've got our major softball division. This is sixth grade and up. And oh no, sorry. I guess I don't have that particular screenshot. I guess I'll have to reserve that one for next time. But we've got some Smithtown Performing Arts Center is currently in first place with a 5-0 record. I believe then followed by one of the SIAC teams in first and in second and third place. And then fourth through fifth, they're really battling it out. It's a pretty close division, both in the middle of the row, it's the middle of the pack, and then the top of the pack. Really, really tight division there. I know they're going to be super, super competitive, and it's going to be really fun to see that particular division play out over the course of the season. Getting back, that was division standings. Let's talk a little bit, very, very briefly, an update on raffle tickets. We had our 2 primary dates for handing in all of your sold raffles. We are still getting messages from people saying, oh, I didn't get that particular email, I didn't know, or I needed some time. So what we did was we've extended it to this Saturday. Now, I will say, this is there is going to be no more extensions after this Saturday. So do me a favor, sell all those raffle tickets that you have, collect all that money, and we need the tickets, right? You rip it off. The person who's buying them gets half of it. We get the half that has their name and whatnot written on it. Hand that part in with the money this Saturday. This Saturday is the last day to hand it in, but we have extended it. So you go ahead and do that all day long. There's going to be a table there where you can hand in those tickets. And then we are going to be doing the raffle drawing for the winners on May 18th. There's going to be a first, second, and third place prize winners. So that's awesome. So we're going to make 3 winners, picking 3 winners. But you know what's really cool? Every kid that sells all 25 of their tickets in their booklet, they're automatically a winner. Every kid gets a $10 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card for selling a complete booklet of 25 raffle tickets. So you have to sell those 25 tickets to get the $10 gift card, but it's a really great way. Every kid wins, which is awesome. For more information, you can always email us, nesconsetaa@gmail.com. Finally, we've got one more thing up here. And by the way, if you're just tuning in now, just do me a favor in the comments, just say Go Panthers, so I know that you guys can still hear me. I want to make sure that we got good connectivity, because remember, this is a live show. This is not pre-recorded. So imagine me talking about all really, really important stuff and no one can hear me. And so the only way of really me knowing is if you guys can actually just comment in the section right now and just say, hey, Go Panthers. That would be awesome. I've got some people commenting already, which is awesome. I got some people saying, hey, I love the new away jerseys. Aren't they awesome? Those new away jerseys are really, really cool, which is great. Thank you for saying that. Really appreciate it. And so for the All-Star game, our All-Star game this year is May 31st. It's a Friday, May 31st. And just like we did last year, the All-Star game is at the Flynn Complex. It's an amazing complex in Comac, 4 huge turf fields. We take over the entire complex, and we've got games going on, multiple sessions throughout the evening. There are 2 time slot sessions. More information will be emailed in the coming weeks, but I wanted to give you guys that note. May 31st is the All-Star game. There will be information that's going to be first emailed to all the coaches on how we select kids for the All-Star game. And that goes by each individual team, the players and the coaches voting on who are the kids selected for that particular team, for that particular division. And there's going to be a certain amount of kids allowed per team that are selected to the All-Star game. And if selected, it's a lot of fun. That your kid's name gets printed in an amazing all-star sort of brochure. They get to play at Flynn under the lights on turf with nice national anthem loud music and umpires and and game announcers, and it is amazing. Last year, we had about 1,000 people come out throughout the entire evening. It's so much fun. There's concessions there. We're going to be selling special merch that's only going to be available that day. It's going to be a blast. It's always one of everyone's favorite days to participate in, and everyone, even if you're not necessarily selected to play in the All-Star Game, you're always welcome to also attend and cheer on your teammates. That's also a big thing as well. That's something that I've always loved attending over the years. The All-Star Game is just so much fun. So that's the All-Star Game. So this week's episode, we've got raffle tickets. That's covered. The drawing's going to be on May 18th. This Saturday is the last day to submit. No exceptions or anything like that. Sorry. This Saturday, if you need more raffle booklets, there's only a couple left. Reach out to us, nesconsetaa@gmail.com. And then, of course, the All-Star Game, which is going to be May 31st, and details regarding how kids are selected, how many kids are selected, and details related to the All-Star Game will be emailed to the coaches and also to the league in the coming weeks or so. So anyway, we've got a lot in store in the future, but you know what? We're going to reserve that information later on. If you have an amazing in-game highlight, let's say your kid is in little T-ball and just something adorable or something amazing happens, captured in a picture, email us a little caption, and we would love to feature your athlete, your team with that game highlight on our next show. You could do that by emailing Nesconset Athletic Association at gmail.com. Again, that's Nesconset Athletic Association at gmail.com. Go ahead, email us those pictures with a little description of what happened, and we would love to feature them in our next episode of Nesconset Panthers podcast. All right, everyone, I am your host. I'm Rob Taramino with Nesconset Athletic Association. I hope everyone had an amazing week last week. I know it was a little rainy today, but I'm sure it's going to be clearing up as the week progresses, and those fields are going to dry up. But thank God for that turf, right? It's awesome. So can't wait to see everyone this weekend on the field playing more baseball and softball. We will see you next week. Take care, everyone.